Lock in. Because they here, HA. They are definitely at the fucking rally. If this was a concert, it sold out. So lock in. Because, oh my gosh. For a 10-minute. Hold up.
Who are so loudly shouting pro-life if they've ever forced a mistress to have an abortion. And I think it will be shockingly alarming how many they do. We are here to advocate for all uterus havers. There are many, many accesses for you to make sure.
Forced a mistress to have an abortion. Nah, no.
That you are still
I was responsible. You know.
capable to receive.
We still wear masks?
Safe and legal abortion.
Tonight, history is unfolding across the United States.
The highest court in the land reversed course on 50 years of federal constitutional rights to an abortion, sending the issue to the states.
Hundreds, if not 1,000 protesters filled 2nd Avenue in downtown Seattle.
I actually was raised Catholic. I went to a Catholic school. My whole family is Christian now, but also my Christian family is pro-choice. I don't think you can bash the entire religion based off of it. There are a lot of
Christians. Love. Christians. Christian.
pro-choice Christians out there that understand that while they may not personally feel a certain way, they can't tell other people how they can and can't feel. The thing is, if you're going to be debating with a Christian stance, that has to be separate from the government. You can't enforce or impose any sort of religious beliefs. It has to be separate from the state. I mean, that's how the Constitution was formed.
Everybody can argue what they want, but that's the bottom line.
You have 80% of the population on this side. That's a lot of opportunity for change and hope for the future. Unfortunately, it's just in the wrong hands right now. These justices were appointed so long ago and will stay in power until they die. They were appointed at a different time in a different era where different things were considered acceptable, where they no longer are now, and it's no longer the voice of the people either.
History does repeat itself, and it's just unfortunate that we're all here yet again.
What are your thoughts on the Supreme Court?
They can go fuck themselves.
We just talked to some Christians across the street.
It's funny because everybody has a problem, but the main problem is, nigga, freedom of choice. People don't know what the fuck to do with this.
And they think that the moment conception occurs, a life
They don't know what to do.
has germinated. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that you can believe whatever you believe, but the second it infringes on my body, I don't give a fuck. But if you read other religions and stuff, like in Jewish law, it is required to abort a baby or a fetus if it jeopardizes the life of the mother. So you need to understand that Christianity isn't the end-all, say-all. There are a multitude of different religions, and we need to respect them all. I think it's infuriating that a dead body has more bodily autonomy than me. You cannot force anybody to donate anything in their body, even though it can save somebody's life, and you're forcing me to potentially jeopardize my health and my safety for something that I don't even want. That's not even considered a life, in my opinion, and the opinion of a multitude of people.
I think life begins whenever the baby is physically, pushed out of the womb. If I was in a position to where I was pregnant, I would get an abortion. I think this is extremely unfair and just backwards.
So we think that since life is being conceived out of the then that's life. We don't even count all the months that build up into making the actual baby that gets put out. People don't say you're 1 year old and they're counting from the day you went to the egg, because nobody's doing that math. They rather do the math where all the screaming and yelling, and you feel me? I know for a fact that everybody won that race. You won that race, my boy. You feel me? If you having a bad day, just know you won that race. For one race, everybody went Mike Jordan on everything. That's a fact.
Honestly, just makes me feel so many emotions: sad, disgusted, angry, and just disappointed. Women need to protect our bodies, so fuck the Supreme Court. As the world changes and
Get your little taser or something. Oh, my bad. Wrong protection.
evolves, so do people, and we can't just have the same people in office their entire life. It's just gonna end up being backwards. I think that we should at least, have elections for
Having my
it.
quality.
Dude, it's just fucking disappointing. Like, we just have a bunch of old white men, like, trying to decide what to do with people's bodies, and, like, that's fucked up. Like,
Are you surprised?
no, fuck no. Why are we surprised nowadays? Like, our legal system just doesn't seem like it works.
Our legal system just doesn't seem like it works. What have you did to know that?
These folks be elected as well, I guess, is what kind of where I'm thinking.
Aren't.
Some of these people are like 70, 80 years old. Boomer mentality.
Oh, they talking shit. Boomer mentality. Them things are sagging. Oh my gosh.
It's even beyond boomer.
I'm not sure what it's called to be
Do
10
I
years
know
above
you?
boomer. I think
Boy, nah. Man, you know what, AJ? Man, you ain't seen it in a minute, huh? Boy, you better shut up. You know how this life shit go. We gonna keep going. We gonna keep going. We gonna keep going.
it's my old friend Mads. I'm gonna put a picture on the screen here of me and Mads 10 years ago in the studio, recording some rap music. Mads doesn't really rap anymore. He plays
Look
guitar.
at this nigga. We would have been friends. I fuck with this nigga.
He plays guitar, but he fucking rips it.
Cause I got the coronavirus blues.
Mads, what do you think about what's going on right now?
It's horrendous. It's like super sad. Feel terrible for my mom and all the women, and it's pretty scary what's happening to this country. And yeah, women should have complete control over their own bodies. The government should stay the fuck away. Yeah.
What do you think about the idea that immediately upon conception, an autonomous life exists inside of the womb?
I think it's ridiculous. It's like, to me, it's the same as like saying maybe my semen or a sperm or an egg is like a life. It is eventually, but not immediately.
I just thought about, like, what if people got pregnant as soon as you got pregnant and had a baby? Like, poof, poof. Oh shit. Bow! The baby pop out. Bow! I'm talking about flying now. Wham! Umbilical cord and all snap. I'm talking about, that's how, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it was. Like, that was some normal shit. Like, that's us humans. Like, just, bow, bow! Like it was 2 gunshots, like, baby hit the nigga in the chest. You can't say this ain't true, baby. Yo. But that's not reality. Stuff has to build up. But it's kind of ridiculous to me, my boy. You think you were the artist you were back then?
That they don't work to serve the common people. The majority of Americans are actually for women's rights over their own bodies. Representing political interest of the rich and powerful. We need to abolish the Supreme Court and destroy them. Destroy the institution. Destroy capitalism. This entire U.S. government is built on genocide and slavery. Lies. They don't care about immigrants or helping poor people or orphans. So it's just a really convenient way to look like they care about people when they don't give a fuck about other people.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Anything else you want to say, my guy?
Are you homeless with the homeless that you're talking about?
Actually, I am
Just
a
a question.
rapper still.
Oh, you're
Still
right.
rap?
Still rap, yeah.
No fucking way.
Yo, I believe that we gotta give the choice back to the women, cause you know they got a voice strapped. That's how we gotta be armed, ready to fight the government and the capitalists. We could do it in one night, make a new system that overthrows, make a revolution, let the people all know, no foes. You know I do this for my bros, we do this for everybody from coast to coast. So put your fist up, I'm one of the illest to kill it, representing all of the children unborn. I represent for them, cause women, they're the ones who decide. Yeah, peace and love to everybody, let's ride.
Shout out Jack Harlow.
Still rap, my guy. I thought you retired the hip hop career.
I fucks with Jack Harlow.
Into it.
All right. You getting back into it?
Getting really into it.
Back in the day, me and Mads had a song called Crucial Polarity. I'm going to play it over this song because I believe nobody owns the rights to it. Crucial Polarity, bringing the clarity.
Solidarity.
Change coming through Seattle solidarity. My name is Mads, yeah, you probably heard of me. I wrote a song and my destiny occurred to me.
That's insane you remember that.
I remember every one of your bars, man. So what brought you guys out here today specifically?
So we actually are invited to a church group in Kent area. We're going there to preach there tomorrow, and we wanted to come experience Seattle tonight.
Why does his face look? Nah. Maybe just red like Santa Claus. I don't know.
You guys are at the location of the Roe v. Wade protest right across the street. How do you guys feel about what happened?
I think it's good that they, outlawed it for sure.
We're glad for anything that would save lives.
I definitely think abortion is murder for sure.
In what way?
Well, you're ending the life of a human. Once conception takes place, the Bible teaches us that, that God says, before I knew thee, I formed thee in the womb. And at that point, life begins. Biologically, it's true that life begins there. Yeah. I think the bottom line is this, is that people are trying to find a way to get around the consequences of their actions. And if you're having sexual intercourse, you should expect to potentially have a child. I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican.
Can I ask you what you think about abortion?
I mean, there's no life. There's no life yet. There's no life. Like there's as a beating little thing or it's a cell growing.
And coming in first place in the Daytona 500.
Not had a life. It doesn't have a life. It doesn't know what a life is. It has no clue what a life is. You think, oh, it moves around, or it blinks its eyes, or it sucks its thumb, something like that, right? That proves that. Okay, but are you going to give more rights to that baby? That's that fetus. You're going to give more rights to that fetus than you are to women, right? And then all the children that are born that end up in the orphanages, that end up with abusive parents, that end up on the streets, that end up all sorts of problems, dropping out of school. You're going to have like millions of these kids in the next 10 to 20 years, okay? What are they going to do about that? Nothing. They think that that's okay, but that's not okay, right? So I don't understand why they're just being so pig-headed and stupid. I think it's an agenda. It's just a coup. It's a coup. Supreme Court's in the middle of a coup. It shouldn't have the powers it has. You can't pass laws like that without asking the other two branches of government for, do you think this is cool? It's a balance of power that's not been used forever because it's
No, you're a man.
It's a coup. It's been going on since, well, I don't know. My boyfriend knows.
Yeah, you're a man. Wait a minute. You're a man. You're actually a man. I'm sorry. My bad. Actually, I don't even know no more. I forgot. I don't even know no more. I don't know. I don't know. I actually don't know. And to know, you know how I would have to know. And I don't know.
You should
At this point,
leave it
I
up
don't
to
fucking
him
know.
and not take any rights away of the human to live.
So what would you do if you got pregnant in an unwanted situation? Like,
Even if I would feel like this is not a good situation, I would like to make the situation as good as possible for the child.
Right.
So it can be good in the end.
so at what point after conception do you believe that a sperm cell becomes sentient?
Immediately, right away, I believe the human is started at conception. I believe once it's conceived, the baby has started.
For sure. But I mean, and like, you were pregnant as a result of a bad situation. Like, how would you feel about bringing a kid into the world knowing that you didn't want it to be there? I mean,
Well, obviously, I'm a Christian. I believe in God, and I believe that God designed it for the woman to have.
Christian.
Have a baby, and in this circumstance, you're talking about a woman that wasn't ready for it or didn't want it, but I still firmly believe that we should not kill the baby.
even if it was you?
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
Bringing the clarity, change coming through Seattle solidarity. You call me mad, yeah, you probably heard of me. I wrote a song and my destiny occurred to me.
Magic. Why Magic. Why Honestly, I don't think they're gonna stop But if I do know them boys well, they gonna try to make some money. And I don't know. Time will tell. Shit, that's a fact. That's fact. That's fact.
Throw some more. Ayy.
Throw some more. Ayy.